The beauty of life is in enjoying every passing moment and being grateful to God for who He has made you and what you have become. We are 5Ts, showing off God in our daily lives.
Hello guys.
Hi.
Welcome back to our channel. We are the 5Ts. My name is Tola and
I'm Toyin.
Tokwe,
Tommy.
and Tyre.
today we'll be talking about in-laws in marriage. How do you manage your relationship with your in-laws and how do you relate with them? Just kind of give us an insight into what we do. So who would like to go first?
I can go first.
Okay.
Well, I'm the youngest in marriage here, well, I'm the youngest. And I think, I don't think I had any preconceived ideas about in-laws personally for myself. So I didn't go in thinking, oh, maybe I'm going to have a bad mother-in-law. I just went in and I guess what I met there, I dealt with it as I went in. But luckily, well, I guess, I'm just blessed that they're great people. So there was really nothing. And I think, well, I kind of think I'm a likable person and I can be quite, I think I can be quite friendly or just warm. So I think that helps as well. And just I guess I think the main thing was not having any preconceived ideas before going in. So it helped me to be more like logical. So yeah, I don't have any horror stories to share. Thank God.
No one has a horror stories, but what's just your take and how do you think?
Okay. I think for me, basically, most of my in-laws were already my friends. I already knew them before I got married because I already knew like 2 or 3. I think I knew all of them actually before we got married. So we're already like family, we're already like friends. So it was easy to just wing it and just continue even when we became married sorry. And luckily, they're actually great people. They're actually very likable people. And then, thankfully, they share the same Christian values as I share. And so I think that's one thing that's helped me. The values that they share, they are Christians, and so they deal with me as they will deal with their own child, and they will deal with their own sister, their own brother, their own sibling, basically. So I think it's been a smooth journey for me, basically, and they allow me. They allow us to have our space. They're not in our business. Do you get? So we have our space, and then.
So if I take 2 things from what both of you have said now, not having any preconceived ideas about how in-laws should be, and also being compatible and sharing similar values have helped you. Yeah. How about you?
I actually was going in thinking, okay, I've got to be, I wanted to have a different experience from what I'd heard. I wanted to be lovable. I wanted to be and I wanted to like be part of the family. And so I went in with that, and I think that helped me because I will never forget my mother-in-law when she found out that I was from Lagos. She was like, ugh. I think she had an idea of what she thought Lagosians would be, and she's my husband is from Osun State, so she was probably expecting someone that's going to be well cultured and the rest of that. And then obviously when she heard that I was a Lagosian, and I'm not the most cultural person, but when she meeting me, just realizing that okay, actually my mom is from Osun as well. I was cultured without saying that. And I think that really made any concern she had was sort of alleviated at that point. I mean, having said that, we've obviously had issues. My husband comes from a largish family, so it was obviously trying to meet expectations from everyone. He's not particularly close to everybody, so I had to actually, not closing distance. So some of the relationship I had to try and get across to them. I'm just thinking my sister-in-laws and the rest of that. I think I have good relations with everyone. I'm sure they'll probably have ideas about maybe where I could have done better. And to be honest, I do know that sometimes my husband doesn't help. He's not necessarily the friendliest, so I'm having to make up for all of that. But I think, to be honest, I couldn't have asked for better in-laws. They've actually accepted me in some of my differences. No, not differences. My shortcomings, because we all have that, and I'm thankful that they've accepted that, and I'm also enjoying it.
Good.
I think for me, I'm blessed with my in-laws as well. I think the core thing is because my husband's from a Christian family, so that has really helped. And also, I am in an intertribal marriage. I think one of the things that gave me the confidence to go into that was knowing that my husband had my back, and that has really helped. And when the in-laws know you have a united front, and I'm blessed with a wonderful, amazing mother-in-law. She is blessed, and she sees me as her daughter, and also I stretch the same hand to her. So it's like a mutual relationship.
And yes, and one thing I think I remember is because we're quite close and we relate to each other very informally. So I went into marriage thinking that okay, that's same. I'm going to my in-laws' home. Oh, that's the same way I relate with my sisters. I needed to adjust my expectations.
Rearrange.
Yeah, and realizing that every family is not the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had to adjust in some instances as to how I relate because it could come across. I felt it was coming across as not as I intended it to come across, and just so sometimes you just need to adjust to the kind of family your husband is from, so that there's no unnecessary clash.
So are we all saying that all our in-laws are perfect and we've had no issues?
Honestly, I had no
So she
issues with
said
that.
something. She said something like that. I picked from now that relate with them based on their kind of family. Yeah, every family is different. So of course you have families that have issues or that are not the way your family is. You need to relate to them based on how they are, so that you don't have clashes or issues.
So would you say that kind of put a strain on your relationship, having to adjust to suit the way the family structure is?
Absolutely no. I think it just made me realize. So it made me think that I was expecting some things and I wasn't getting it, and I was also giving some things, and the reaction I was getting was a bit. Well, I just understanding where they are. You can't come into a family and change it. There's some things you can change, but it's not every. You don't just go into a family and think, "Oh, I'm going to transform your lives," and you don't. You understand that's going to cause a lot of friction and clash.
I think I am the
So
same.
understanding where they are, meeting them there, and saying, "Okay, how can we move from this point?" Is a good. Is something good. Initially we had 1 or 2 clashes, but my husband, thank God for him, dealt with it, and that really kind of like left it there. So somehow in the beginning you need to set the boundaries, and once that is set and everybody understands that and expectations are being managed, I think it should be smooth sailing after that.
That's a good one.
I think for me personally, I think I've had it good as it were. I mean, like I said, we've had a few. I won't say we've had clashes. We've had some. I went in to just love everybody. Let's all go happy, go lucky, and it was like, oh, don't come on. You're where you from? And I think, like you said as well, I had to slow down and realize there is a structure in that family. I am the new person, and I needed to sort of adjust. And I think even in adjusting, I think I've also tried and made some changes in a subtle manner as against just going full on and the rest of that. But I think. One of the only thing that I would say, I'm sure my mother is watching this. The only thing I would say I probably change is because I'm very free and all my husband, we get along, we just do things as it were. When my in-laws are around, I tend to just say, Toby, what do you want? I'm very cautious, and then just because I understand
But
where
you're
they're coming
cautious what to Toby, what to your husband?
Like
Yeah, to my husband. I think maybe. I'm not saying
You're
yeah.
being nice
I mean,
to your
like
husband.
a good example is Toby. What does he just say? Oh, Tony, you want it? Oh, bring it. You just bring something to me, my food or whatever. Then now I'm just like, don't worry, I get it. I'm very humble. I come to get my food and the rest of that. So I think little tweaks here and there just to appreciate where they are coming from, because for them they would probably think it being rude and the rest of that. My husband knows it's not, and we understand how it is. My parents know it's not because that's how they brought me up. But I can't expect them to understand where I'm coming from.
That's a good one. Okay.
How about you?
My parents' in-laws are kind of late, so but my husband has quite a few siblings, so I think I have a good relationship with them. So it's more of I think he's the last of a few brothers and sister. So yeah, so I think I have a good relationship. They're all kind of married and in their own, in their own space. So yeah.
I think I was going to say something. It's very important. I think sometimes the couple can determine what their relationship with the in-laws are. I think even though I was going to, one of the concerns my mom had when I was going to an intertribal marriage was that how do I speak their language? You understand, how would I cope? I'm going to be like a lone person amongst whatever. But one of the things I told my mom was I'm confident that my husband will look after me and will look out for me. And like really, if I wasn't sure of that, I probably wouldn't have gone, because there's already enough issues to deal with without having to deal with a man that is not on your side. And so I think husbands and wife have a big role. The relationship between the couple can determine how the in-laws, not in all instances, but sometimes if you both present a united front, it can really help to manage your relationship with the in-laws. And then it's not like the wife is now going back to the mother and saying something behind the husband that the husband doesn't know, or the husband is speaking behind his wife. You understand? If they know that when you're speaking to one, you might as well be speaking to both.
If the couple is
Yes,
united.
yes, like if the couple is united, that absolutely goes a long way. And when the couple realize that, the Bible says that man shall leave his father and his mother and cleave to his wife. So when they know that your wife or your spouse
Comes
is now
first.
the first person, every other person is secondary, that helps.
Can I ask a question? We talk about how we deal with our in-laws.
Yeah.
How do our husbands deal with parents?
Oh wow.
That would be for them to answer.
That would be an interesting topic.
Yeah, but I
Interesting
think in
topic.
summary, they don't treat it like your mom. It's just like your
My-
mother. Just
my
treat it like
mom-
your mom or like your dad or like your sibling.
I think one of
Can
our
we speak for them?
one of our
They
videos.
probably should come.
Yes, they should come on our next video.
Sorry.
Or some,
I think one of our videos would actually feature our mom. Just the way my mom is just a sixth of us, so it's pretty much like that. So she's here, she's proud of us and the rest of that. So most of our, I think for my husband, for example, he sees her just like his mother, and she would diss him the way she would diss me, and buys her side, so he gives her some pointers, and I think it's just a good
And I
relationship.
think, like, for instance, I think also where we've had to come in sometimes is maybe, okay, understanding, like, the kind of person or kind of people our parents are,
Yeah.
and explaining that. So when maybe if she does, if our mom does something, for instance, I'm able to explain that, no, she's not doing it to you, like, that's how she let exactly say they should do to me, and she's probably
I
doing
don't need to explain it to seeing it.
Yeah. Just explaining and helping them, like, manage, like,
The
the
expectations.
and then
relationship.
some other time you go to your mom and tell mom that was
Yeah.
not nice or you do this.
Yeah,
I've not had to do that.
I've not had to
do that.
I think because we're very
But the husband will
close
sort it
family.
out.
Yeah, I think that.
Well, my husband,
Yeah,
Or if your mom in
What do you mean we're very close family? Which you?
no, I think we
Yeah,
there's not that there's no boundaries, but we are quite
we're
open.
quite
There's
close, so it's
we're not necessarily the traditional cultural African family, so
Yeah.
we're like we relate very. There's 10 years between us, but you wouldn't know when we're relating, so you don't have to go like, oh, my auntie, and go
Yeah.
crawling and stuff. So because of that, and somehow with our parents as well, it comes across as we are very free. So I think somehow, so their husbands are within a reasonable extent able to be free with our parents as well.
Yeah, as I heard something one time, and the person there was a pastor that said, she said, relate with your mother-in-law, for example, the same way you want your son's wife to relate with you. So just imagine yourself years to come. How do you want your wife to treat your mother-in-law that same way, or treat your in-laws the
very
same
true.
way? And so that's what I've tried to do.
So if I summarize a few things from what we've said now, I think we said don't go into a family trying to restructure their family. Compatibility and values, similar values, putting up a united front as a couple, and also kind of setting boundaries and kind of agreeing on.
Can I just touch on that compatibility? So who mentioned compatibility? I think it was.
Software.
Yeah, I think it was talking about
It's like Christian values,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that so happens to be the case in your own.
Yeah.
But how about someone who maybe is married into a home where or a family where their values are completely different? Are we saying he or she should walk away if their
It's
values
not
are
values.
different, or if they're already in it? Like, how can they walk around it?
The united
For
front in marriage.
someone that is not already in it, I think it's something you should understand that you're marrying a family, you're just marrying an individual. So
Okay.
be sure that your husband can handle it if it's something you can't change, or you both can handle it as a couple. Otherwise, if someone that's already in it is balance, maintaining the balance. Where can you bend? Where do they need to bend? Where do you need to just agree with each other with your husband on what to do?
So do you think in-laws is a good enough reason to, like, for people that aren't married yet, if they're thinking, maybe they're already having issues with in-laws, do you think that's a good enough reason to kind of pause or walk away?
Pause, yes.
Pause, yes.
Not walk away. Pause, yes. Because the husband, again, you have to.
Or the wife, wherever.
The husband or the wife,
Wife.
is going to do well.
Has-
in a lot of
has
cases,
to
the
have a
husband,
bit-
because what will a parent-in-law in terms of the wife's family?
There are some very dominating parents in the
One
wife
well,
in-
true.
They're very
So I
dominating.
think I actually heard something. I think Chai told me this is many years ago. One of your colleagues at work, I think a mother-in-law said she had to get pregnant for her husband before.
Yeah.
And the husband was just silent when the matter
He wasn't silent. I think he probably agreed with the mother, and she was who was walking to. I'm like, even if the husband agreed, how can you allow your mother-in-law, your friend, that
dictate
already,
that.
I think she accepted it, so that was already dictating what was going to happen. I think the excuse there was, I think a few older ones had gotten married in the family and had delays with childbirth, and she didn't want that to happen to this person. So I think in that instance, the woman already has such a strong influence on the family, and that's going to you already know that's already a big red flag.
Yeah.
As a couple.
So that kind of thing, what would you advise?
She either pauses it or I wouldn't. If I was in that.
That's walk away. That's
I would
not
walk
even,
away.
That's not even.
I would
No,
walk
no,
away.
no.
I
The
think
re-
it's
you're
a
saying
big
walk
yeah,
away
yeah,
because
that's
your value is
Because I'm a Christian and
Because
I
I'm a
expect my
Christian.
husband to, well, the
Yeah, no,
husband
but
to
in
should have
this
a
case,
Christian.
obviously, for the
You'd be
man not to mind
surprised
is
if
not.
the Christian is just
Then that's what I'm
silent.
saying. So walk
Wow.
away then. If you're,
I would
if you're
walk
saying
away
you're
because if the
Christian.
mother-in-law is one telling me what needs to
It's
happen in
not-
my marriage before I get married,
It's
then
not as easy though.
I guess yeah, obviously
It's
feelings
not-
are involved and there's time invested and all of that. But yeah, okay.
Okay, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and picked one or two things. And please like, subscribe, comment below.
thank you.
Thank you very much.